We got to kick it off with Disney, which had several major reveals, including the live-action Lilo and Stitch, Pixar's Elio, Marvel Studios, of course, Fantastic Four First Steps, and I know the one Logan is excited about, Avatar Fire and Ash. So let's dive in. The first one that we saw, Thunderbolts, asterisk. Don't know why it's got the asterisk. We're going to find out. Now, the release date on this bad boy is May 2nd of this year. It is, of course, directed by Jake Schreier. And if you haven't heard, stars Florence Pugh, David Harbour, Sebastian Stan, Wyatt Russell, and Louis Pullman. Now, they did show, apparently, some exclusive footage. Now, the team in this footage bickers in a van before apparently crashing into a building, sparking a brutal fight, and then Valentina reveals a new Avengers tower. But they're like, nah, we're not the Avengers, and they resist. Then the big baddie shows up, Sentry, lifting a team member before unleashing destruction on New York City. Sounds like a badass kind of like few minutes of footage, so we'll see how that one plays out. I'm excited for this one now.
Completely agree. Well, the next much highly anticipated one is the live-action Lilo and Stitch. This one is coming out a day after my birthday on May 23rd of 2025. It is, of course, directed by Dean Fletcher Camp, and of course stars Hannah Waddingham, Sydney Adong, Billy Monkson, Zach Galifianakis, and Chris Sanders. This one I think is going to do amazing, and I'm super glad I picked that one as well for my box office.
I bet you are. And apparently no footage out of that one, but I'm not surprised because they've been showing stuff left and right about that one, so it doesn't surprise me. Then, of course, can we do a Disney showcase without a Pixar film? No! So they highlighted their new one coming up, Elio, which comes out June 20th of this year. Now, this one's directed by Adrian Molina, Madeline Shafarin, Domi Shi, and stars, apparently, Jonas Kibri, Zoe Zeldana, Brad Garrett, Jamila Jamil. So that's a really good cast. I'm pumped for that. They did show some exclusive footage on this one. You want to know what it was? Well, Elio apparently is mistakenly named Earth's ambassador in the Communiverse. He apparently teams up with an alien sidekick to stop a spider bot invasion. Vibrant, inventive, and full of Pixar charm, apparently is what they're saying out of the footage that they've seen. So, sounds fun, right?
Definitely. Pixar definitely needs to reestablish that charm.
Oh.
For sure. Just saying.
It does.
Well, we are taking the first steps, of course, with the Fantastic Four. We're very excited about this one. The release date for that is July 25th of 2025. It is directed by Matt Shankman. Of course, stars Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, Eben Moss-Barash, and Julia Garner. An exclusive footage from this bad boy. In parallel with the MCU, the Fantastic Four are celebrities. Sue Storm reveals her pregnancy, but Silver Surfer arrives with a warning. Galactus is coming.
Yes.
The footage, of course, ends in fiery destruction, man. I'm super freaking pumped for that one. I think they're going to get it right, man. I really do.
I do, because they show Galactus, and apparently the shadow is huge looming over. And it's not the Silver Surfer you think. It was the female Silver Surfer that they saw. And I think the big thing that everybody's talking about coming out of this is they confirm that Frankie is coming. She confirms she's pregnant. So, yes, boys and girls, Franklin Richards is coming, and as you guys all know, he's the most powerful being in the Marvel Universe, so excited. All right, are you excited about this one? I don't know, but they did reveal Freakier Friday. This one is coming out August of this year. This is directed by Nisha Ganatra, and if you haven't heard, it stars, once again, Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan, Chad Michael Murray, and Julia Butters. Now, this one did show some exclusive footage that got the crowd excited. This time, Anna and Tess swap bodies with their daughters. Chaos ensues as Anna, in her daughter's body, awkwardly flirts, and Tess navigates a romantic mix-up. Now, the whole thing was set to Chappelle Roan's Hot to Go. Okay, that makes sense. Hot to Go fits both of them. So,
Completely agree. The trailer looked cute.
Yeah,
I think this would be a good streaming movie. I don't necessarily know if it's going to be good for the box office. I'm just
agreed.
saying.
Agreed.
So it's going to be very interesting. Well, another one that is going to be very interesting, Predator
Yes.
Badlands. The
Yes.
release for that one is going to be November 7th of 2025. It is directed by Dan Trachtenberg. Elle Fanning, of course, is starring in this pick. And we did get some exclusive footage where a predator lands on a dystopian world where humans hunt them. Elle Fanning's cybernetic warrior forms an uneasy alliance with the creature. New weaponry, rituals, and a towering kaiju set up in an epic clash.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm talking action, man. So it's going to be interesting.
Without doubt. The last Predator I loved. It was kind of a prequel set way back in like with times of the Indians and shit. And the Predators first came way back then. I loved it. So I'm excited to see this franchise branch out and keep going. This next one I'm not so sure I'm excited about. I loved the original. Second one, but do we need to continue? And of course I'm talking about Tron Ares. This one's coming out October of this year, directed by Joachim Ronning. It is, of course, getting excited because of the cast. You've got Jared Leto, Greta Lee, Gillian Anderson, Evan Peters, and Jeff Bridges once again returning. Now, that is a badass cast. I mean, if you're going to do it right, right? They did show some exclusive footage. The light cycles are back, and they're tearing through New York City's streets as the grid merges with reality. Ares materializes pixel by pixel, while Kevin Flynn's narration hints at looming chaos. Now, high-energy cyberpunk spectacle with an aggressive soundtrack overtook this footage and apparently had the crowd pretty pumped, so we'll see.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a good soundtrack, I feel like, for
Without
Tron.
doubt.
You got to.
You got to.
Well, maybe the biggest fumble from Dustin and I's box office drafts is neither of us picked Zootopia 2. The
That's
first one did
true.
really amazing at the box office, and it's a huge classic with the younger audience. That will be releasing November 26th of 2025. It is directed by Jared Bush and Brian Howard, and of course stars Jason Bateman coming back as the title character, Ginger Goodwin, Ki Hyo Kwan, and Shakira.
Oh, the hips don't lie. I'm just
That's right.
saying. There was no footage for this one, but maybe the hips were busy. So maybe we'll get some, I don't know, but I'm sure footage will be coming. All right, we're going to do a flip-flop here because this is your draft pick, and the next one is my draft pick. So let's get excited. Talk about it. Bring it to me.
Might as well.
Bring it to me.
Avatar, Fire and Ash, man. People are talking about the freaking storyline looks crazy, okay? The family apparently is going to be fighting all throughout this entire film, which is awesome because they kind of led into the entire second film was them running.
Yeah.
And maybe the entire third film is going to be them fighting. We all know there was kind of a freaking betrayal at the end of the second film. So I'm sure that's going to be addressed. And stories coming out of Cinemacon saying that it looks cinematically beautiful, which I'm super excited about. This bad boy is going to hit theaters December 19th of 2025, directed by the great James Cameron himself, with Sam Worthington coming back, Zoe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, Kate Winslet, and Cliff Curtis as well.
See, I think that's where you're going to do well because at that time of year, it's normally just Oscar contenders. So there's not going to be big tent poles to compete with it. So, it's not like it's dropping in a stacked summer. So
Exactly.
we'll see. We'll see.